Shrimati Krishnadatsanam Namam Vishnupadaya Krishnapastaya Bhutaya Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Nami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Chalini Vishesha Shunyavadi Pashatadi Vishatari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we are back to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Bhakti Jnana courses. So we are studying chapter 16 today, the divine and the demoniac natures. So first we look at the summary of chapter 16. So those who possess demoniac qualities and who live whimsically without following the regulations of scriptures attain lower births and further material bondage. Those who possess divine qualities and regulated lives, abiding by scriptural authority, gradually attain spiritual perfection. In previous ages, the distinction between divine and demoniac people was very clear. They lived at a distance from each other and rarely mixed. In modern times, however, the divine line has disappeared to the extent that the divine and demoniac coexist within the same individual. The themes are in this chapter. Krishna describes the qualities of saintly persons and the weaknesses of the demoniac, systematically exposing attitudes and behaviors that destroy one's spirituality. But Krishna also explains how to escape to the supreme destination. It's a very important chapter to understand ourselves, in which group we are, either the divine persons or the demoniac one, because demons may exist within ourselves. So, Riyansh, can you read the Sanskrit verse? I read. Okay, I read the English.
Oops, let me just, sorry. Okay. Over to you, Riyaj.
Yes, friend. Text 1 to 3. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti Dhanandamasya Yagnasya Swajayas Tapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satya Makrodas Tyaga Shantera Apaishanam Daya Bhuteshwa Alolutvam Madhavam Harir Achapalam Te Chakshamarati Saucham Adraho Natimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Devam Abhijatasya Bharata.
Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead says, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharat, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature.
Text for Dambadambo Darpo Bhimanasya Krora Parushyam Evacha अज्ञानं च विजातस्य पादसम्पदमासु.
Translation: Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pritha.
Text 5. Devi sampadvimokshaya nivajjayasuri mata masucha sampadam devim abhijatosi pandava.
Translation: The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu. You are born with the divine qualities.
Text 6. Vabhuta sargalokesmin Devi rasura evacha Daivo vishtarasha Prokta asuram padameshunu.
Translation: O son of Rita, in this world there are two kinds of created beings. One is called divine and the other demoniac. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me the demoniac.
So,
So,
summary, yeah. Oops.
okay, so let's see at the summary of the verse 1 to 6. On the tree of the material world, divine qualities are said to elevate us, whereas demoniac qualities result in degradation. These are the result of nature and nurture. So while we undoubtedly carry impressions from previous lives, our willpower, determination, and activities in this life can significantly alter that nature. Krishna describes 26 divine qualities and the 6 major demoniac qualities. Lesson 64. Recognize our weaknesses and use them to our advantage. By recognizing our bad qualities, we can earnestly pray to the Lord to guide us. So very important, again, an introspection. What type of qualities we have in ourselves, what we are doing, how we are doing. So by recognizing our bad qualities, we can try to advance, to get rid of them, and then advance in this spiritual life. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So we pray to the Lord to guide us. Yes, any comments, Prabhu?
Yes. And this is the advantage. This is where we're using a disadvantage and turning it into an advantage. Because in this age of Kali Yuga, we have huge disadvantages due to the weakness of our situation. Our hearts are very weak. We're very easily prone to sense enjoyment. My eyes, we have really no ability to counteract Maya. So we are weak, and we can earnestly pray to the Lord. Please, my dear Lord, you know our situation. You know what we are not very strong, and despite all these bad qualities, please, let us become close to you. Let us, please help us. And this gives us an advantage because we're using our weakness and turning it into an advantage, a strength, because we can really pray from the heart. My dear Lord, please, you know how a wretched person I am. Please help me come closer to you. And he will definitely answer the prayer, because it's coming from a position of weakness, heart, and that gives us that strength. to qualify for his kind mercy. Surinder, anything you'd like to share?
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Prabhu, and Dandavad to all the Vaishnavas.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, we are fallen conditioned souls. So as such, in the bhajan by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it is mentioned, Emona durmati samsara bhitore poriyachi no kame. Since my wicked mind has brought me into this material world, and hence we are entangled in this cycle of birth and death from time immemorial. And we all aspiring to practice Shuddha Bhakti, to be freed from such entanglement. And this, the journey of the Jiva soul has summarily been explained in the book Prema Vivarta, written by Jagadananda Pandit, who is a close associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He says, Kabhu Raja, Kabhu Praja, Kabhu Vipra Sudra, Kabhu Dukhi, Kabhu Sukhi, Kabhu Kita Kshudra, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Kabhu Swarge, Kabhu Marte, Narakeva Kabhu, Kabhu Deva, Kabhu Daitya, Kabhu Dasa Prabhu, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. So Jagadananda Pandit is advising that in our journey in this samsara, in this ocean of material existence, sometimes we are appearing like a Brahmana, sometimes as a Sudra, sometimes we are happy, sometimes distressed, sometimes we are in this earthly planet, sometimes heavenly planet, and sometimes in the hellish planet, sometimes like a Deva, like a demigod, sometimes like a demon, and sometimes in the human form, and sometimes even in like insect, like a insignificant insect like an ant. But in whatever stage we are, whether we are in heaven or earth or hell, or in whatever species of life we are, or in whatever mood, happy or distressed, we just have to chant Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Then Jagadananda Pandit, he explains, like birth after birth, devotees are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, yet devotees are not developing Krishna Prema. Why? He asks this question and he answers it himself. He says that definitely devotees are committing Nama Aparad. And in Kali Yuga, he says, it's difficult to avoid all the 10 Nama Aparad. Somehow or other, we all engaged in, while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are undoubtedly committing Nama Aparad. That's why our Krishna Prema is not being revived very quickly. Therefore, he advises that in the chanting of the holy name of Nitai and Gauranga, there is no consideration of Nama Aparad, no offenses. That's why he emphasizes, he's a bit, his inclination is towards Gaura Bhakti. Gaura Bhakti means chanting Gaura's name and remembering Gauranga's pastimes and discussing Gaura Lila, like that. And on top of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because this is originally, we have been given this instruction that we should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra always by Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu themselves. So no doubt we continue chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but at the same time, after chanting our minimum rounds, we go on chanting Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. And that's because there is no consideration of offense. It will be very helpful for us to progress quickly. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Nitai Gaur Haribol. Thank you.
Yeah, very good advice, because the 16 rounds is a minimum. And we shouldn't suddenly think, oh yes, 16 rounds done, I no longer have to do anything else in the day. But actually it's only a minimum. And Nitai Gauranga is, who's more merciful than Nityananda and Gauranga? So thank you for that wonderful advice, Surinder.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaura.
So, Karuna?
Shall we continue, Prabhu? We have some 15 verses to do
Oh.
now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because I've got yeah, let's continue tomorrow because I've got people coming today, so it's going to be a little tricky. Yes, thank you, Karuna.
Thank you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you.